talking Phillies baseball, and I can't think of a better person to ask these questions to and many, many more. Let's turn the Tom Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good friend Tommy Greene. On the Mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene is sponsored by Blitz Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury in Ocean City, New Jersey. Let's welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Tommy Greene. Good morning, T. Greene.
Billy, how are you, my friend?
Well, I don't know, Tommy. We wake up this morning after a very, very tightly contested Kentucky Derby. We wake up to see the Phillies a game and a half up on the Braves, and we got to demonstrate Turner's going to be out for possible 6 weeks. And I hope that injury isn't too bad, Tommy, because hamstrings can be a nagging injury.
Well, it's one thing for definite. You got to make sure that thing's healed before he comes back. Because if he does it again, that makes it even worse. You know what I mean? Because you got to make sure it's healed. He's got to be healthy when he comes back. So obviously, it's a big blow with him in the lineup. That takes away some of your speed and what you're doing. But it's not one guy. You know, it takes a team to do it and to win it. And you have to have the next man step up type attitude. You know, you got to come from within. That's why it's a team and there's no island thing. So it's what we do. You know, so I think that was a good. I mean, it was a good second song last night. I think he came out there with a little chip on the shoulder because you start hearing about one guy making that big being. Everybody's like, oh, right now, hey, these guys can step up and do some things too. What I'm seeing, maybe what your thoughts on it too is the guy's got to probably step up a little bit, and he has been of recent games. Is Stott?
Bryce's Stott
starting to get hot. He's the one that's going to make. I think this will be a huge thing how he does on this period. You know, he pick up a little bit of the slack.
He raised his average to 240, and he's doing really well. But I got to say the real story with this team is the pitching staff. It's like, I mean, Tommy, this is I know last week he didn't really want to. He said he didn't want to jinx him, but I mean, Ranger Suarez is tied for the league, with wins with 6. His ERA is 1.27. But the biggest question we have right now, I guess for you, is because of you've been through the wars, you know what it's like. Taijuan Walker is back and healthy. They put him back in the rotation. So they're sitting Spencer Turnbull. What do you think should be done? I mean, the old adage is that when a guy comes back from injury, he gets put back in the normal spot. But Nicky Earnshaw, our producer, thinks that they should stick with Turnbull. What do you?
Well, I mean, you got a hot hand there, and he's been pitching as well as he can. You hate not to, keep him cool, and I think they're going to try to do something. This is just my thoughts on it. It's a piggybacking, depending on who they're facing type thing. It could be was Sanchez. Sanchez is doing okay too. He's not lighting the world up, so to speak. But and who's going well and who's going not, but they got to keep them pitching. So it could be where Sanchez starts one and then Turnbull starts one, and backs him up, piggybacks him, or that type of thing. And God forbid any other injuries. We don't need none of that to happen. We need Walker to get going, and he gave us some length the other day, and he just had that bad inning, that cost him, gave him up a lot of runs. But overall, the start, he battled through that pretty good. He hit hard, but he still gave us some innings. And that was the difference in the week this week a little bit. Is like, you look, the pitching was, start pitching was like in the middle of the road, for the week in the league. But the relievers, man, our relievers stepped up and did. And you look at them, man, it's like our big boys come in, they didn't walk guys. They in the bullpen, they come in and they didn't walk guys. They didn't put nobody on base. They got the job done. Bottom line, and that's what. You got to pick each other up. That's what it's about.
Hey, Tommy, it's Nick here. I got to ask you, kind of staying on the Turnbull and Walker topic. Zach Wheeler came out after the game, I guess this past week, and was asked about like a 6-man rotation. How does that affect a pitcher if they were to go that route? I don't believe they will, but what does that 6-man rotation do in that extra day of rest? How much does it throw a pitcher off?
Well, I mean, I don't think 6 days throws you off, but if you do it every once in a while, if you're doing it all the time, your body gets accustomed to that, and then you ask him to come back on short days rest, like in the playoffs and stuff like that. I mean, if you make it that far, plus you're losing over the course of time, you're losing that start or two from that guy. You know, I'm a big creature for habit. And the more times you're on the mound, that don't mean you have to throw 100% and throw, but the more time you throw off the mound, the better you maintain your mechanics, your command, and stuff like that. That type of thing. But and there's back in the day, this times in the minor leagues, we worked off. We were pitching on the 4th day. We were pitching. We run short on guys, and guys get moved up, guys get sit down, and you don't have or injury, and somebody had to make the step up. That type of thing. And we pitched on that day. And some of those days you don't feel as good. But some of the best games I've pitched, and we're on that pitching on that 4th day because you don't try to overdo. Because you don't feel quite as good and what you do better. And obviously, you look at the guy that's not a big man and what he does pretty good. Kind of got caught one time the other night was Ranger. Ranger commanded what he does. He's doing pretty good. He just got caught for a home run the other night. The ball got over the middle of the plate, and the guy capitalized on it, and that was it. That thing.
Hey, good morning, Tommy. I feel like normally around this time of year we're talking about how the Phillies are off to their typical slow start. That they're just
since 2011
through the month of April, exactly. And this year it's obviously not the case. Best team, best record in baseball. I just was curious, how huge do you think that is going forward into the season? To not have to deal with making up that lost time after the first month of the season as they look to keep pace with the Braves ahead of that division.
Oh, any time you get, to have to start like this, you just want to maintain what you're doing, playing good baseball. You're gonna have your run, you're gonna have your times where you don't play as good. We've had it. The start of the season was, what was it, first week and a half or two, we were like tread water. You know what I mean? So, and then we caught fire. And we're going to have those things again where it's about maintaining, but it's about the little games, not giving away the games we should win, and because you're going to get beat sometimes, and it's about maintaining. You get a lead, you win the week somehow. You play 7 games, you go 4-3, you're still going pretty good. And then you're going to have some times where you go, 5-2 or 6-1, or then you might lose a week. But if you can win the week, as far as somehow, and that's the huge thing. I think about it as a pitcher. If you've got 3 of your guys, you just do the math. You got 3 of your guys, starting guys, and you can win 3 of those games every time they go around the rotation. That's 3 out of 5 games. And then add it up over the course of the year, you're like 96 games you're winning. So that's pretty good numbers. So if you get your rotation going, you winning 3 of those starts out of the 5 a week, you're making hay. You're putting pressure on another team to make up ground. They got to win almost all their games.
Right.
So it's tough. So you got to play consistent baseball. Don't give away games. And the thing with the Phillies now, they got to have the next man up mentality because they lost one of their main guys that make things, scores runs. Not necessarily hitting a lot of home runs right now, driving in a lot of runs, but he's scoring runs. He causes havoc on base. So it's a huge thing.
Every Sunday we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Tommy, today Taiwan Walker against Logan Webb. Walker, I think he was pressure today. I know you said last week that he knows that he's making, he's got a big contract. He knows he's confident in his stuff, but he's got to feel a little pressure, especially since his last outing. I mean, he pitched pretty well. He went 6 and a third inning, but he gave up his ERA 8 something. So
we gave him up late.
Yeah. So
Blitz.
So my question is, how do you think? What do you expect out of him today?
Well, I mean, if we could have what he did the first, 5 or 6 innings, I mean, that would be great. You know what I mean? What we got last time, it was good to see him out there. We're going to have it. They're going to use it. They're doing it unless God forbid something injury happens to him or something like that. But we wanted him to keep making progress. He just went through his spring training, and that was his first outing out. So you're getting your feet wet again. That adrenaline's going a little bit different way. Even though you pitched in the big leagues a long time, that first regular season start, and you're still amped up and giddy, and and every time you go out there on the mound, really, you got those little anxious things. But once you throw strike one, that was the way I was. I seemed to be okay. I mean, I was okay. It's that first strike. You find that first strike.
Get ahead of the hitters.
Well, there's the plate. Now I got it. That type of mentality. So, I'm looking. We got to have that thing.
All right.
So, and that's the thing. They paid him a bunch of money. They're going to use him unless God. Hope it doesn't happen. It's so bad they have to take him out.
All right. Today's game 3. Tomorrow they play at 4:05 on a Monday. Tomorrow it's a 4-game set. Tommy Greene, as always, we appreciate you, and we're really excited about the Phillies off to a quick start. Let's hope they can maintain that. And we'll talk to you next Sunday.
Hey, I look forward to it, Billy.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene on the Towser of Wolfwood Sports Hotline. On the mound with Tommy Greene. Former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene is sponsored by Blitz's Market, Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City.